So before I get roasted, so today's Easter, and I'm like, this is a funny title, right? It's just me. Okay, no, okay. It was funny in my head. Today we're gonna talk about how to approach a woman out in public, and those are for like situations where you're out and about doing your thing, whether it's the grocery store, whether it's the gas station, and you see a gorgeous woman, and you're like, wow, I want to talk to her, and you feel like apprehensive about it. I'm gonna give you some tips and also I'm here to give you some confidence so you're able to do that. So I made a video for women called like where to meet men, and it was places that like you wouldn't really expect men to be at, but like there's a lot of males there. I got a comment being like, oh, what about men? Like, where do they meet women? And here's the thing, like there's places that there's more women. Yes, like there's yoga classes, you can go to craft shows, you can go to live poetry readings. Like there's a lot of places you can meet women I can give you, but I feel like you are lucky as a man that you're able to literally approach a woman anywhere you want. You're naturally supposed to be the pursuer, that it's going to be very odd for us as women to approach a man. I think the only time where it's like somewhat like acceptable is like at a club or like at a lounge or some kind of, but a woman out in public approaching you as a man, that's very weird. And I'm not saying that there's situations that it may not happen. I'm not trying to roast anybody who has ever approached a man in public, but it comes across more thirsty as a woman to do that than as a man does. Yeah, so I'm here to give you some tips so that you're able to take that role, take the role, and you roll with it. Okay. Number one, let's just before I even give you tips, where are you at? Tell me. Go ahead. Talk to me. Where are you at? Are you comfortable with your career? Are you comfortable with your goals and aspiration? Do you have like a good routine for your health? Like, are you going to the gym? Are you eating right? Are you sleeping good? How's your house? Is it tidy? Like, what are you doing for your life? Because once you bring a woman in your life, it's not about you no more. Let me tell you, it's not about you no more. You're sharing it now. You're sharing your time. You're sharing your money. You are sharing your emotions. So you can't approach a woman and have nothing to give her. If you can't give her time, you can't give her emotion because you're like have all these issues. If you have no money at all, unless you're very very creative, like what's the point? So I suggest that you get all these like somewhat in order. Even if you're on the path, it's okay. Okay, as long as you're showing that you're progressing, you're trying your best to go somewhere. Like I would like work on that before you even think about women in your life, okay? So work on like where you're at. Make sure you're at a good place. That's number one. So the next thing I want to highlight is that you need to be very, very comfortable with the fact that you will get rejected. There'll come some points where you're gonna have the best intentions ever. You're gonna come at a woman in the best way, and she'll be like, "I have a boyfriend," or she'll be like really rude about like not being interested, or she'll make you look a creep. You have to be okay with that. You have to be confident that it's not about you, it's about her. Let me tell you, women are like offensive because since we were very young, since we had curves, we were hollered at. I remember when I was like early teens, I would run outside running and I'd get random guys yelling from the car. It was very scary. I'm in like a very suburban, very quiet town. I went to New York. I went to New York. That's a whole other breed of catcalling. So women get catcalled a lot. Like they just get approached. They get like guys being creepy. So a lot of those guys have ruined it for you guys. And I know that it sucks, but you have to be that unicorn in the whole social interactions out there in the world, okay? Just be very comfortable that you may be rejected. Doesn't matter how nice you are, doesn't matter how you look, you will get rejected. Okay, so let me give you some actual tips now. I think my family's here. One second. Okay, I gotta hurry up because they're coming in. Okay, so number one, just know that like, I can't. I think they're coming in the house. Sorry, I gotta get back to you. Okay, stay tuned.